Something strange happened on the oldest Anarchy server in Minecraft around 6 months ago. On the evening of June 1st, 2020, players were going about their business when suddenly the sound of an end portal opening rang out across the entire server. Players began freaking out because on 2b2t, there are no naturally generated end portals, so opening one should be impossible. The only working ones are near spawn and they're manually kept open by the server's admin, Housemaster. This sound going off was a red flag that someone had opened an illegal end portal. After this happened, I began searching for where the sound came from. I was led to all sorts of strange places across the server, but none of the locations contained the portal that I was looking for. I had basically given up my search when recently, an anonymous 2b2t player going by the name of Alex came forward claiming to know where the sound came from. The ruins of a base that belonged to the server's most notorious griefer, Popbob. Alex told me that if I wanted to know the truth behind the sound, I was going to have to travel there myself. Not only was there likely an end portal there, but apparently the original griefers missed an entire section of Popbob's base that was still intact. It wasn't easy, but I managed to obtain the coordinates from Alex. So today, we are on our way to the ruins of Popbob's base to see if this illegal end portal is legitimate. Once we can confirm the coordinates in-game, Alex said he will let us know the truth behind the sound. After today, our search could finally be over. I have no idea what to expect. Here we are on 2b2t heading out in the nether away from spawn. It's time to see if these coordinates are legitimate. The fact that this mysterious Alex is making us travel out there in person before giving us the info makes me a little worried that this could be an ambush, but it's a risk I'm willing to take, especially if it means documenting more of the history behind Popbob. Now, people always ask me, Fit, why do you mention Popbob so much in your videos? What makes Popbob different than any other griefer? Well, it happened 7 years ago. It was 2013. I'd been playing on 2b2t for a few months at that point. Even as a new player, I had heard about Popbob's reputation as a griefer and exploiter. It was said he would show up at people's bases unexpectedly and grief them, but I didn't think anything of these rumors. Since I was traveling across the server at the time, I'd built a small nomad hut in the woods around 100,000 blocks away from spawn. I spent a lot of time just fishing there. One evening though, while I was fishing in the river nearby, I turned to look at the shore, and there was Popbob, standing there armed to the teeth. He jumped into the river, and I did my best to fight back, but without hacks, I didn't stand a chance. Little did I know at the time that Popbob had triangulated my position using the sound of thunder from in-game lightning strikes. It was in that moment I realized the stories surrounding Popbob were not just exaggerations. They were real. This event had a great effect on me and shaped the way that I see 2b2t to this day. Popbob was at one point one of the most powerful players on the server, which is why finding relics left behind gives us insight into the person behind the stories. So, I hope that answers the question. Now, let's get on to these coordinates. This place is really far out, so I've had to travel through open nether just to get close. I'm trying not to leave too much of a trace, which is why I'm using pearls instead of just bridging or digging a tunnel. But since this base used to belong to Popbob and hasn't had many visitors, I'm not taking any chances. This is the place, so let's light up the portal, hop in, and see what we find. Now, it's been a while since I've been to the ruins of a base that belonged to Popbob, so this is going to be an interesting experience today. I am curious if he is the one that lit this portal and caused that sound, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, let's take a look above ground. And, ooh, chunk border, perfect. That means that was generated in an old version of Minecraft. We are very close. Mushroom Island. This matches the picture that Alex sent me. So that means that the ruins have to be on this island somewhere. But as I'm looking around, I'm not seeing much just yet. But then again, it is griefed, so we won't be seeing a whole lot anyway, right? But there's gotta be some... Oh wait, up there, there's an E-chest. Alright, we're on the right track. We have to be getting close. Here's some furnaces and stuff. Oh yeah, we have to be getting close. Now, as I look around, yeah, there's like a nether portal up there. Oh, there's some more craters down here. Oh yeah. Oh, here we go. There's nothing left. I mean, I guess that makes sense though, because think about it. Popbob griefed countless bases in his time on 2B2T, so it only makes sense that anyone that would grief him would leave nothing standing. You know, it's not just about griefing to some people, it's about sending a message. But I mean, look, there's barely any blocks left from the build. There's like a few floating like stone slabs up there, but that's it. That's crazy. Now that we've seen the ruins, we have 2 points of interest yet to see. The ungriefed section of the base, and then the location of where this sound came from. I say we check out the ungriefed section first. It's a decent swim from here, so let's mosey. There's a crafting bench on that beach there, so this is it. Now, it's crazy, yeah, you wouldn't even think that in the nearby jungle biome there would be a completely different section of the base. Judging by the surrounding terrain, these are easily 2012 chunks. So we are walking around in terrain that was generated over 8 years ago at this point. Wow. I see chests up there. This is it. I'm excited. Look at that. They missed this entire section when they were griefing it. Wow, there is an item on the ground there in the center of that cross. Let's go take a look. Oh, it's a sign. Okay. Wow. Look at, so it looks like the construction was not complete here. But these are old blocks, so this definitely checks out for being 2012. Now, what's in the chests? Oh, we got potions. Man, Popbob was busy here. Look at this. And it's just crazy, like just normal Minecraft items. There's a section down here, it looks like. Oh, melons. Popbob's Melon Farm. I was not expecting to find this. It's crazy. I mean, you think of this notorious griefer, and here you just have a normal Minecraft base. Since we're already here, we need to eat some Popbob bread. I'm all about that Popbob bread. That's right. I mean, it's probably 8 years old at this point, a little stale, but we're gonna try it out anyway. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. This ungriefed section has really given us some insight into the day-to-day life of Popbob many years ago. But it's business time now. We're back at the ruins, and the coordinates that Alex gave me lead to a mine shaft under the ocean nearby, and are the source of the sound that rang out across the server 6 months ago. It's the moment of truth. If there's an end portal there, Alex has a lot of explaining to do. Only a few hundred blocks away, so we have to dive down and get into this mine shaft. There's some player activity here, so this should lead us to the entrance. Here we go. Oh my god. 6 months has led to this. Popbob, you son of a bitch. You were hiding these portals here for 8 years. Even Housemaster didn't find them. I'm speechless. And it looks like someone's been living here using these as their personal end portals. Oh yeah, I have tons of questions right now. I need to talk to Alex immediately, but first let's investigate. I found these 2 shulkers in the chests, one that is supposedly filled with stacked totems, and the other one has some, well, let's just say some really good gear. I am not opening either of these shulkers because if there are illegals inside, I could revert them on accident. I set my respawn point, so in the meantime, while we're waiting on Alex to get back to us, let's hop in. Yup, just as I expected, here we are in the end dimension. Wow, just imagine having your own personal end portal you could use at any time. You want to see the Ender Dragon do a swan dive? Wait for it. Look at that. So majestic. Back at the portals, and I just sent a message to Alex telling him that we've arrived. So now we have to wait for his response. Luckily, there was no ambush waiting for us after all. So, let's just play the waiting game. I just heard back from Alex, and here's what happened. He spent the early part of 2020 looking for illegal end portals so that he could research teleportation exploits. He wanted to see if any of them were usable on the server, but his search led him here, where he noticed that one of Popbob's portals had an extra frame block that had no eye in it. He recorded himself placing the eye, and the rest is history. Despite the portal already being open, it made a sound anyway. So 6 months ago, it was Alex placing the extra eye that made the sound ring out. Having access to these private portals allowed him to conduct his research, but none of the exploits ended up working. So then he decided it was time for people to know the truth. And that's when he came to me. So our 6-month journey ends here, at one of Popbob's last secrets hidden away. I've gotta say, after all I've been through the past few days getting out here, you better hit those like and subscribe buttons. Finding this place was not easy. But even with this closure, I still wonder what other hidden secrets could be out there. You know I'll be searching for them, but that's it. So take it easy, Fit Fam, and if you plan to play, stay alive out there.